Hey everyone, sorry for being late to the stream there, and I apologize for not posting the whole hour update. Hi Sean, I don't have everything all set up at the moment. I was kind of like delayed on everything today. I kind of got sidetracked with things today, and oh, I was kind of like usually done with me today. Usually better than that. All right, gotta start this thing up. I oh, it's all right. I kind of got sidetracked a lot of things today, so I kind of wasn't keeping tabs on much today. Oh, I just had to do a couple of things probably. I think it was like one today, so I had to make sure I got that done. Run around for a bit, try to play some games, stuff like that for the stream. I went through like a weird nostalgic, I want to say nostalgic kick with some old YouTube I used to watch, and oh my god, I actually did forgot YouTube videos were in freaking 30 frames, 60 wasn't a thing yet. And 720p was actual like highest quality. I think this thing goes from I want to say it was like 9 years ago now. Hold on, grab the video and double check that. Oh, but hearing the jokes, stuff like that, I'm like, oh, definitely this still makes me laugh. I was like, high school, and I just got my eardrums blown out. Yeah, apparently that whole video stuff like that was in 2013, and oh dear god, oh dear god, I feel fucking old. I think I was like junior year, Ruby just started, so that definitely really brings back a lot of memories. I think I knew my ex at the time. I think me and her were talking. I didn't really fully get with her until like 2016, I want to say. And I was going through that annoying phase I had. Alright, swapping everything over. We got the game capture here set up. Let's see if I got the right thing here. Where's it? I got the audio set up. Yeah, but watching like this old stuff is like, hold on. Okay, should be here. Game capture should be on. I think I got the audio. I just forgot because my dogs were distracting me. And I just hit the wrong audio there for a second. That's actually my browser audio. I meant game audio. And this is why I always, pro tip, if you're ever streaming, make sure your audio and everything is checked before the stream. Because I'm like forgetting where some audios and everything is checked. Again, not professional here at all. Alright. Mic is good. And I double check everything's up real quick. I usually keep my, I want to say the YouTube side and the Twitch side up. So if something goes on in chat, at least I can like, take it out and stuff like that. Yeah, I still remember you saying that. Oh my fucking god. My dogs are just going crazy now. It's like little kids who freaking cause problems. I love them, but Jesus Christ. Ugh. One of these days, one was just gonna hop in the stream and definitely like, turn my webcam on to show you little two dogs. Pains in my side, both of them, but they know it. They know I love them, but I know they're like pains. One just really rebellious, and the other one's just there, I guess. I don't really say there. Just something. Wait, is the audio not connected? Hold on here. I turn the audio up. Like an audio test. Okay, is the audio good? And the sound effects aren't really that loud. And did I get the right save? Did I get the wrong save? I I was only paying attention to the last, like the first numbers always to the left. I do that when I play freaking Neptune every game. It's like, oh, I checked the sides. John, is the audio too quiet or is it too loud? I just want to make sure. I can always turn it up on OBS. I just know Neptunia is like, it's fucking loud with that audio. Wait, I just noticed. I think I have yes, the game audio. Alright, I'm going to turn it up a bit. Okay, how about now? I think this would allow I think this is what the whole most where the audio is, so I can always mess with that. Want me to turn up a little bit more? Oh, I'm gonna see real quick actually. Because when I actually alt tab out of the game. The issue with this, I want to say. Is there. Okay, wait. Okay, border with full screen. I think I can actually alt tab out. No problem. So I'll probably do the audio check. I can probably set it. Oh, the freaking game alt tabs. Okay. How about now? I'm looking at OBS from seeing the whole slider on my end. Alright, want to make sure. Always the annoyance with me is like, oh hey, some games are loud, some games are quiet. Or it's like, oh hey, I can't tell. With OBS, it's like a whole different story on my end. Like I'm trying to check my own microphone at times, where it's like I don't peek on the microphone. As right now as I talk, it's like going from the yellow to the red. Even though I have like a filter with my, having an RTX card, which is like love. I still feel like, is that peaking too much? Is that peaking too much? Can never really tell. So feedback and input is always important. I say that a lot, but it's true, like way too true. But he had a spin dash option. And I'm pretty sure I saw that. Is it in the game? Or am I just like, maybe it's not in yet. I know an update came out. I'm actually fucking curious. Like, I saw an update for this game the other day. but they're like adding stuff. I'm like, I need to know. Yeah, I think, okay, what's our objective here? Oh, I think it'll be a good time for the counter stuff. So I think I said the other day I have like a whole counter, which I'm gonna put on the screen right now. I have a, you know, I just fucked up there. I was having the whole time where how many times I say fuck. I had this idea like a while back when I first started streaming. So now I can do it, and now I can have like a little death counter. Right when I was getting the stream set up, like, right when I was like, right before I was getting the stream set up, I was getting everything. I was like, fuck, I can have like I need like a fucking restart like counter. It's like, fuck. Cause when it comes to 11, I do a restart. And I wouldn't mind just keeping like counters and shit with that. And I think I just said, okay. How many times did I say fuck there? That twice? 3 now? I'm gonna start using a counter and shit like that now. I most want to keep the death counter. Probably next stream, I'm probably gonna add like the counter and stuff like that. I always just like, it's just like 1 o'clock at night. Or in the morning over here. I was like, oh, I gotta add a counter. But it's nice to like, I just like, oh, you know, hit the button here. I already got like the whole buttons on my stream deck. Got like GIFs playing and stuff like that. The only thing is like, oh, for the counter button, you have a GIF for it. It doesn't play the full GIF. Which is like annoying. You know, for the stream. Let's just keep the counters on. I mean, that's weird, but then again, it's like, I can actually somehow relate, though, in a way. Because I still remember, I think I was in Licardo's stream one time. And I remember we were going on, and I just realized I had my own buttons prompt here. Just hit like one of the paddles of my controller. Never I had buttons laid out to it. I remember, I think I was in Licardo's stream one time. And I want to say for him, when he gets up in the morning, he's like exhausted. Then he would think he was baffled, like, yeah, I don't need coffee to like or anything to wake up, and just naturally wake up. But somehow I still do, I'm just like yawning a lot more. Which I'm actually kind of shocked I do. Benefit, but then again, yawning and being exhausted doesn't help after a bit. Oh, so I'm wondering. We want to know where's the spin dash button there? Did he ever put it? I'm gonna say, coffee has like caffeine in there, and soda I think has like sugar. I don't know much about ADHD at all. Like, I can't really say I know much. But then again, in my eyes, like, okay, that's... I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Interesting from an outside perspective, you know? And I fucking don't know what key to go for. Does it? 'Cause I know, like, oh. Wait, so, okay, so... My brain had to process this. So I know sugar had to hit up. That does the opposite for you, though. Oh man, that is interesting, though. You just know, oh hey, kids and sugar get hyped up. And again, I never need sugar or anything to hype me up. I was right off the wall, anyway. I never really... understood it much. I want my fucking emerald, you... Starting now, so I got the counter up. I gotta remind myself. Sean, if I ever drop the F-bomb and I don't count it, tell me, because I'm gonna start counting every time I say the whole word now. I made these counters, and I want to use them. I might as well. And, I think it'll be kind of interesting from a standpoint, you know? I literally have, like, a GIF for the death counter. So we like a... four times? Alright. Adding it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just a natural word I say, so it's like, I might as well go through with that. A friend told me, like, hey, I could add it as, like, I guess, like, say voice activated, or have, like, a command where you guys can do it. I'll try to look that up, actually, if I can. I wouldn't mind. So I swear, I say it so much where I don't even realize it. Like I say to you, like, if I say it and I don't realize it, correct me. Is there, I know, like, YouTube it or something? That's how I found the whole... How to have it as a command. You know, I really need these things that bad. So I can probably look it up in a bit. Also, I will have to say this also, I'm gonna have to, like, midstream, I might have to go check something real quick. So I just wanna make sure, like, you know, have a heads up. Oh, also, while I'm here, I'm gonna double check. I want to make sure it's like 7:30, I want to say 7:25. I already have my Be Right Back card up, to save ahead of time. While I'm here, I'm afraid I will get distracted, so I might just pull my phone out, set a timer, or reminder, I guess. So hold on one split second. It's just like set an alarm or something. I'm gonna do. I don't think I really had a timer for anything. I don't have a timer. We have to get set off at a certain time. So one split second. Usually I don't stream this late also, but then again, why not though? I definitely don't mind streaming this late again, but it's like, I wouldn't mind doing it again. If it's like, oh hey, I don't stream all day, or hey, I got caught with things. And it's like, oh hey, I can stream for whatever time. What's like, I guess like it's a case of, oh, what am I doing? I could just sit here and stream and just have a little fun. Okay, what's the thing here I can put it to? I don't have a lot of notifications, so that's nice. Oh shit, how loud is it gonna be though? I want to make sure. No, you will not fucking vibrate. I don't want my vibrate going off. Okay. We have an alarm here now. Hopefully. Wait, did I just say it? Did I just drop the word? This is what I mean. It's such a habit that I don't realize it. Like Entropy, who was here with me the other day, I think he can say it. How many times there's a time where me and Entropy actually talk about like off stream, and I think he has caught me saying it maybe 3-4 times in a row. And I said, and I would say to him, like, oh, I think he'll say to me, like, hey, you just said that, like, you know, in the court a couple of times. I said, yeah, I know, I caught myself saying it once, not 4 or 5 times in a row. It's like my brain comes to a dead stop, too. My brain's like, if I'm in a rant, I'm trying to process what I'm trying to say. I know I said it a couple of times. My brain's trying to process what I say. Like, my brain is just going off about something, and my brain can't keep up with what I'm trying to say. That I do know when I catch myself. Oh. Okay, that's... I really must have forgot myself saying that. So I think having the whole counter, I definitely think would be worth it for having. But I'm definitely gonna have like more text encounters or stuff like that. And again, you could give me weird functions for a stream deck or anything, and I will sit here for like hours trying to mess, like just have fun with it. It just, when I saw the counter thing, I'm like, I need this. I need to work with it. That's why I said yesterday on stream, like telling him like, hey, we have a calendar. I want to like use it. But I was debating what would be used for in like a good way. And I'm trying so hard not to drop the word now. And it's hard. It's really... I almost just said it. I almost just said it. Like, I was literally like grin. I want to say grinning, more like biting my like lip. Like, I almost just had that slip. My mouth was so much, but you could see the whole, like, how hard I was biting the bottom of my lip there. Trying not to say it. Like, I knew it was going to slip. I just stopped myself. I think I have to repeat some stages. I already know it. Alright. Ready. I don't think I'm like now I'm actually now I'm not I'm just going to I'm gonna add this to I'm going to add it to the calendar right now because I know I'm gonna let it, I know it's gonna, I'm like trying so hard not to say it too though. Like I'm literally about to already add it to the calendar right now so bad. Because I'm biting my lip. Like I'm really trying to say it much. Because now I have the counter. I'm trying to like, okay, realize if I say it a lot. But I'm going to make a whole bet. I'm just going to slip. But again, my streams aren't fucking, I just said it. I just said fucking. And again, I already said it. I already said the word. I'm okay. They're probably more than like 10. We're doing a 2-hour stream. I'm pretty sure. I will make a. It's at least 20 if we're talking about me. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-hour stream because I was gonna do 3, but I'm like, I guess you know. Okay, Sean, that. Okay, I'm gonna say like. I'm gonna say like. I'll make a bet on that, but again, you're probably not wrong though. Because I'm pretty sure I've said a lot. correct me, I think I dropped the word a lot on stream. Like, if I went to watch some of my old VODs and I started counting how much I said it, I probably will lose track. I'm sure I know I curse a lot in stream, and I probably have dropped that word a lot single-handedly. The more I think about it, cause, you know, the more I say it in person, I realize, oh, hey, I do say this a lot. I actually have annoyed people with how much I dropped it. So the point is like, can you stop saying something else? But I'm like, it's just a habit. What am I supposed to do? Then again, that group was kind of shitty anyway, so I'm like glad I fucking left them, and I add it to the counter. Yeah, but those freaking that group was like awful. I'm glad, like, I'm still like glad, like, hey, I left those friends though. There are times where I have talked that friend group. Oh my god, if I could say many times how they actually told me what to stream, what not to stream. Or it's a case of, oh hey, yeah, play this, or we're not gonna support you. Still stand my ground on that. I'll admit, I had to ask for that friend group so much fucking validation. I said it again. I asked that friend group so much validation. The point was like bothered me. So I think they knew I stream Roblox too. And of course that friend group's like, oh hey, you know, you shouldn't be playing that because insert reason here. It was annoying to hear that. But I have a friend of mine who John, I'm actually trying not to say it too, that's the thing. But yeah, freaking, I have a friend who actually streams Roblox. I don't think does it much now. I actually definitely gotta check on the streams. I just know he's like hard at work and our life currently. And here's the one that got me to streaming it too. I remember him saying, oh hey, you should check out this, you know, check out Roblox. I think when I first started streaming, I had one person come in. Keep in mind, it was very, very small, like maybe 3 followers. At the time, I want to say I was just like still starting fresh. And I just asked my friend, like Logan the Pro, though, you know, fellow streamer, mine, fellow friend. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you should play Roblox." I think he was kind of selling me on it. I want to say we played it a little bit off stream, a little bit. And there's one game I definitely gotta check out. He told me to play it too. I actually don't remember, surprisingly, Sean. All you guys came in like at a certain time, or it's like I kind of forget. Usually I remember who joined what, but sometimes I don't really actually fully remember. I only remember, I think, when you became a part of the stream, or you know, became a follower, and you know, I would say one of my usuals, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I just remember when I was playing Doors, and you definitely came around. That's all I remember. And I would say that's probably like the highlight, I guess, of streaming in general. I wouldn't say where I took off, but I was definitely feel like I had what I was doing for streams and Roblox streaming was that like, oh hey, everybody likes it. If it wasn't for you and everyone else kind of getting the, you know, channel off a little bit more, that showed me like, hey, this is good to stream. But I do feel it kind of burnt out a bit though from it, and life is definitely a pain in the ass too. I'm using a motivation for everything. When I am trying to think a little better now, I just have a habit like, oh yeah, thinking everything's like work, like that. I'm trying not to, surprisingly. I'm trying not to take the stream serious also, which is why I say I'm like, hey, I'm glad to finally be back. I'm getting my mindset fixed. I'm getting my eating habits back. I'm getting my sleep habits back. I'm trying to legit like open my mind and just look at things how they are. Because one thing I know for sure is if you want to think a certain way, you've got to open your eyes and see a little bit more. You could say, oh hey, you know, oh I want to think like this, but it's like you got to open up and see everything a little more. I'm still learning a lot about life, but kind of like realizing things off stream does kind of help a little bit. It's like, oh hey, you know, when you see everything how it is. I don't really get into like the personal life off stream or on stream. So I feel like, okay, some things shouldn't be said much, but then again, I don't want you guys like worrying what's going on. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you should be honest with your, you know, your chat. The hesitation sits in me though. I think I have expressed that a lot. And you can see what happens with people. It's like, okay, you. That's considered death. That death counter. I'm gonna say. I was like, I'm trying to like bring myself to like update you guys like what's going on, so I thought with the hesitation. So I had to say that multiple times on stream. I think Foxy was in the chat one time, and I had to like say it to him like, hey, it's like, you know, was good kind of saying it, because, you know, like I just look at how big people kind of like fall and what they do, what not to do, as reference, because I am like, and then I'm not big. I don't think I ever want to be big, to be honest. But it's like, you definitely do like how other people as references too, though. You just say how big how big people get, and they're like, oh hey, their egos get big or whatnot, because whatever reason, you just think they're like, you know, big and shit, which I don't ever want to do. To be honest with you, I just want to be a small streamer and not like worry about, oh, a chat being too big, or it's like, oh hey, I got a bunch of people to please. It's like more pressure on me. But I'm always thankful for you guys though. I never watch Markiplier. And again, it's like, how to say this? A lot of people, I know a lot of YouTubers, some I do like, start out like very humble, you know, like, oh hey, they're chill, and then it's like, and I just died. Like a lot of people start out humble, you know, always like cool and stuff like that. Some YouTubers I actually have seen. Wait, there's a FNAF movie coming up. Damn. I've never gotten a FNAF, but I don't mind ever like delving into it now. I'll be honest. I kind of hate it because it's very popular, I guess. I was like one of those people that jumped in a bandwagon. But a friend of mine, Logan Proud, was saying like how good it is. And now I'm like, you know, maybe I keep an open mind, stop being judgmental. I was very judgmental on things, very much. Which is why I'm like here now doing a bunch of like different games and just seeing what I missed out on. Oh my fucking god. Like I always use Neptunia example, because like Neptunia, I love that series to death. I always use that example because I judged the shit out of that game. And now I'm like 27 and I fucking love the hell out of it. And we're at 12. We're at 12 of the F-bombs now. Yeah, I guess that's understandable though. I mean, at least listen to feedback. It's like when the Sonic 1 movie trailer came out and people were saying, oh hey, the model was awful. So in a way, I see it as like a good thing to listen to feedback though. I mean, maybe I'll check the trailer myself out. I won't say. No, maybe I might do a FNAF stream at one point. I think about it. That'll be interesting, because again, I'm going in blind, by the way, if I do a FNAF stream. I mean, I want to say the Steam summer sale is coming up, and I have two games in my mind, by the way. Like, I have 2 games on my radar. One of them definitely gonna stream. Like, how do I say this? I'm not sure if I said this the other day. I'm getting back into like a wrestling phase now, thanks to AEW, All Elite Wrestling getting my attention. No, actually. Oh wait. You mean the fuck? What do you call it? And I just said it again. Oh, it'll be something. Like, how do I say it? You would hear how nerdy I get. Like, they have a lot of old wrestlers in AEW, like, I am familiar with. So you would hear, like, a lot of things from me. Like, I can list off a lot of the old wrestlers I like. And, like, a lot of them from, like, I want to say, like, 90s, a lot of the 80s. Like, I'm going to straight up... I had the idea of doing a wrestling stream at one point, because I own 2K22. But I hesitated. I honestly hesitated so much. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm just afraid what people think a bit. Well, I am getting out of, like, the thought now. But again, when you have friends who are just, like, only wanting to support you, too, for what you stream, didn't help much, too, though. But now it's like, oh, hey, why not stream what I want, though? Since now I have, like, you know, Entropy and my buddy Logan, who definitely give me feedback a lot. I always say, hey, you know, do what you want and everything like that. I just know they're caught up on, like, their own thing, too. But I was shocked, like, kind of Entropy was on the stream the other day. I think I was talking to him, like, off stream, and I said, like, oh, hey, you know, and kind of asked him, like, oh, hey, do you want to, you know, join the stream? So I thought he'll just see me and him talking. I kind of was like asking myself, like, does he want to join, stuff like that? But I was very shocked he wanted to join, because it's like, I have never had him on stream, like, for a while, like, actually talking, which was definitely something. So I know him and him and my friend Logan are always on stream together. It's kind of like interesting to have that. Honestly, my buddy Logan, I want to say he streams the weekends. So I know he works the weekdays. I definitely should get, like, I really should kind of ask him, like, you know, if he wants to collab at one point. Me and him have talked about it a couple of times. We had plans in mind, but with him and his life and stuff like that in mind too, we kind of just forgot anything. But doing his job while he has now and stuff like that, it's like, oh, he never really has time to be around much. I wonder. I mean, I still talk to him off stream, which is like not a bad thing though. I want to know what it is now. Wait, fuck! I almost, like, missed that, and I just... Alright, we good? Now I just had a memory hit me. I think I have to remember how my Twitch username actually became a thing. I really have to remember this now. I think I wasn't streaming yet, or I was about to. This is definitely a weird story to say. How it's going to be. I just remember I was like, you know, streaming, or I think my buddy Logan was streaming at the time. And forgot what I'm supposed to do here now. Yeah, I remember my buddy Logan was streaming. I think we were playing Call of Duty at the time. I think we were like Plutonium. if I remember correctly, we were playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, which childhood nostalgia for me right there. I can definitely have a lot of memories with just playing COD in general. And I just remember we're streaming and stuff like that. And I said my first name legit on stream, I think. I said, or my friend of mine said it. It was my buddy Logan, my buddy and Trippy said it. COD Zombies was like really great. I suck at it though, like I'm going to admit I suck at it so much, so I kind of just suck with the multiplayer because I'm like, oh hey, for me it's like, oh hey, it's actually really fun. If you have like, I want to say, if you have like, I want to say, you have the right group of people, it's like, it's actually kind of fun, even if like you're bad though. So I had a friend of mine, you know, back in 360 days. He was good at zombies, and I wasn't. But the amount of times that like we actually got really hectic was definitely something. We could be like freaking, it could be like 11 o'clock at night, and you just have him, me and him on the staying up on a freaking weekend, just doing whatever. And all I can say is just like the amount of like picking fun we made at each other though. Even if it's like we hated it too though. Because there's definitely times where it's like we kind of knew how to know the other one, which was fun in retrospect. I still think that's like kind of fucking awesome. And that's 15 now. I'm slipping real hard now on the cursing. Alright, so I can get the chaos emerald, right? That one I need over here. And I need the green one. The one, you know, the lime green now, the color for the emerald over there, reminds me of a Jolly Rancher. Like that whole, I want to say it was that, what was that, green apple? I think that color is, like flavor is. Correct me. And now I want Jolly Ranchers now. Shit, man. I mean, it's like so good looking that I can almost taste a Jolly Rancher now. Like, fuck. And I know I slipped that one. I actually caught myself saying that. That time there, I definitely know I slipped. Like we can almost taste something. I swear it's like just a craving. There are times where like I have been at my desk, you know, doing whatever, doing stuff off stream. And of course I'm like hungry and shit. I want something perfect. Like there's this pizza place I know I have here, for example. And it's like really good pizza, like really good. And of course I had to order it, because it, you know, had a green for it. And I remember going to like my dad saying like, hey, you want to get this pizza place? Like I said, I want the pizza. I said to him, I will pay for it. Like I want it so bad I can almost taste like the pizza. And you know, if someone's got the craving, like if they can almost taste the food, you know it's like, okay, they definitely are craving it. Cravings are annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it's like a must. And I'll admit I get those a lot, even if it's like hasn't been like maybe like a week or two, because I don't really order out much. I'm like, you know, I'd rather make food here. I was like so many times it's like I just need this like food for some reason. I am like really guilty for it. But as right now I'm trying to like penny pinch right now because Steam Summer Sale is hitting. Like I already got the new AEW Fight Forever, I think the game is called, coming out. And of course hearing the whole details on that, it just like I really need this game. I wasn't the whole details saying it's like, oh yeah, they're playing with the original Nintendo 64 game. I think No Mercy, which people have a lot of like love for. I do too, and that's like part of my childhood there. I don't remember when the game came out. I want to say 2000. Maybe it's 2000. I'm trying to remember. Because the weird thing about wrestling games, even back then, it's like they had a year to it. Usually it was a year before. Like 2006, like SmackDown Raw 2006, for example. It's, oh yeah, that game came out in 2005, or oh, the next day in 2007. Oh, it came out in like 2006. It's weird. It's like it's thing with the whole. It's like sports games too. Like, oh hey, you got the last, like, or NBA is like, oh yeah, you got the last numbers of the year. Like that just messes me a little bit. So if I had to go, oh hey, this game, you know, NBA 2K, let's say 2K20 or some shit, whatever fucking reason NBA can think of, and I just caught myself saying that. It came out and I was like, this is a year number on there. Then I go, oh hey, that game came out and this, like, you know, that's that year, or like say 20. I was like, oh yeah, it came out in 2020. I'm like, no, it came out in like 19. No, I'm gonna say 2019. I only think it's a marketing thing though, because when the game comes out anyway, it's like, oh hey, it's still gonna be relevant until the year on there. Down to wrestling games, even like back then, it's like a new game came out every year. I remember especially because when SVR was still a thing, I still remember shitty internet, and I remember I think SVR 07, and let me tell you, I'm gonna say it right now, I feel I'm 27, and that's like SVR 07 makes me feel fucking old, by the way. That was like PS2. I remember my brother had to like watch, we're on a shitty computer with shitty internet, and we're trying to watch a trailer and shit. I don't remember. I just remember like my brother calling me. It's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna say my name. You know, my name's Matt, by the way. I'm pretty sure that I said that a lot, but you know, I have no issue with saying my first name. I remember they're going, oh hey Matt, you know, you gotta see this trailer for SBR 07 say coming out. And I'm like, and we're kind of watching it. It was so bad, the whole thing started fucking buffering. I was like, oh, that looks awesome. Because me and my brother were into wrestling. Even like we watched from like the Attitude Era all the way to like, I want to say we stopped around maybe 08. Oh yeah, keep in mind that like the video couldn't like load entirely. It's not like the internet we have now is like so fucking up to speed. Like you had, was that once or twice? I just forgot what I said. So I just added it to the counter. I really just okay, I say okay, so that's 2. I wish I could just okay, so I can add that. We're at 19 now. Great. I'm gonna look back at this VOD. Like, oh, that was a good stream. Hi Husky boy, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, but the whole internet was so bad. But it's like, I'm like, I just remember there, I'm like, I think I was getting pissed. My brother's like, oh hey, no, the video's buffering. But I've never been amazed. I'm like, oh my god, this game looks great. But I think we did have the whole playground. I want to say, I remember games back then. It's like, oh, I had the whole playground stuff. Oh, you did. Sorry, I thought my brain had just processed that. I'm gonna click the disclaimer right now. I'm gonna set this. If I look away and I don't say anything, I'm like reading the chat. I have issues reading out loud because my mispronunciation. I keep forget. I'm not sure I ever said that. I hate fucking. That's 20 now. Yeah, I have an issue with like reading out loud because I mispronounce things. I hate that issue. So if I ever like saying anything, if I'm like looking at the screen, my second monitor, I'm not saying it loud. Not ignoring. I'm just like reading it. and silent, because as much as like I try to still be myself a bit, it's like I hate my mispronunciation. I hate a lot of things I do. So, yeah. Well, I have gotten to that point where it's like I don't really care that much, because then again, you guys already know. It's like you guys are accepting with a lot of things. I'm pretty sure a lot of things I have already I'm stuck with. But still, hey. It's still just embarrassing. Oh, you did. I'm gonna check it right now. I'm gonna play that in just a split second. I'm gonna say probably towards the. You know what? Play it now for the hell of it. Why not? Oh yeah. I have an idea for. I think I said this to a friend of mine the other day. I think I'm taking a. I'm gonna say. So, I have wanted. I want you guys' opinion on something. If I'm taking a note out of like a favorite YouTuber's book, but he does streams too. What would you guys think if I ever do, like, say I'm getting the stream started, or say I'm gonna like be right back, for example? What would you guys think of like having like music play for you guys? Like, you know, get the stream starting up, and I just play music, so it's like, say I'm gonna be like, 10 minutes or 20 minutes or like that, and you have music playing before the stream starts, or in the beginning of it. I thought so. I just don't know, like, do I have to be royalty free? Because there's a bunch of loud music I wouldn't mind playing for you guys. Or say, hey, you want to, like, play this song, something like that. Because I want to play a lot more music on stream. It's just, like, if on YouTube I get a copyright strike, like, oh, hey, you just can't monetize it, I don't care. Like, hey, I don't see an issue with it, because I'm not making money on these streams. I don't care to be honest. I just want to have fun. If it's like, oh, hey, yeah, you got a copyright strike, then yeah, we have an issue. Because all I care about is these streams just not going down. That's all I care about. Monetization, yeah, no. Like, literally, my YouTube channel is even like 6 subs. Anyway, so it's not like it matters, but then again, I don't want to do the streams or anything. I just want to sit here and entertain you guys. If I ever lose, like, if I'm like, I'm gonna say, if like, I'm like fucking, okay. I don't want to pull like, oh, like, how does this? Yes, I do. Funny thing, I have brought that up to a friend of mine the other day, more than once. I kept saying to myself, I gotta listen to this band. I gotta listen to this band. The name has been in my head rent free. And Husky Boy, I'm gonna admit, when you said that, the band, and played some songs on stream, definitely played a good impression. Like, I'm going to be flat out, they were pretty good. There's things I remember on stream, some things I don't. But yes, I still remember that. And I'm gonna be honest right now, that was probably a big impression that actually stuck with me. So, and to me, that's a good job. That's a good, like, that's a, how to say this, good thing in my book, I guess. Because standing out, I guess, but then again, how would I word this? I'm trying to word this rightly. I'm struggling. All I'm gonna say is, like, you standing out was, like, a good thing, I guess. I apologize for my fucking explaining here, and there you go, I just cursed. I just dropped the word. I apologize on how I'm trying to explain this. I'm, like, really struggling on explaining this. All I guess I can say is, like, hey, the OC talk and stuff like that definitely did kind of, like, interest me. I guess you can say. I just can't explain right now. And this is my difficulty. I can't explain myself very well. It's just a positive thing, I guess you can really say. I guess to, like, word it. I apologize. My explaining is awful. Because my whole explaining has been annoys me even off stream. Like I absolutely struggle with that. Which also, if I don't explain that well, then I'll make a point across, or if like I make a good point or need to explain, don't hesitate to have me further explain, because I'm always afraid of like, okay, this probably comes out in like a dumb way, or something like that, and I'd rather just have say, oh, like a further explanation. It would just helps me out in the long run. I have been told to people on my offline also. It's like, oh hey, if something sounds like off, like here, ask for a better explanation. Or it's like, oh, ask questions. So I apologize. That sounded like really off. All right, let's put the music on actually here. Music should be good. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. All right, let's see here. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I was watching YouTube today and I had to crank the audio up a little loud, because watching videos from like 2013 today. I was watching some old YouTubers, and their mic quality was so mixed. Sometimes they're loud, sometimes they're quiet. But I definitely had to mess with it a lot. The sad thing about those YouTubers though that I was watching today, they sadly broke up like 4 years ago now, which is sad. From what I just know, I was like, oh hey, two of them weren't friends anymore, and they all went off to do their own thing. One of them I definitely do watch from time to time, which I actually recommend. It's like some of them. All depends what you're kind of like. Oh, you're like one of those. One of them I definitely watch is like, I think one of them, I'm gonna say, one I do watch, it does like what happened, where he talks like, oh, a game came out, or a game, I want to say a game either was canceled or a game came out and had like a bunch of like history behind it, like kind of development hell kind of things, or what behind the scenes. And that YouTube I really fucking love. Just watching like, and just watching his videos doing what he does by himself. His name like Matt McMuscles, I think is. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's the name correction. I'm like, yeah, his name is Matt McMuscles. There's 4 of them. There's Matt, Pat, Wooly, and Liam. The whole channel was like, I want to say it was like, I think it was like super best friends play. I think the whole channel was. I only know that because when Machinima was a thing, or was still around. Which I feel old even speaking about Machinima though. I don't know, Machinima, like, oh, if you want to be big on YouTube, you can partner with Machinima. And funny thing, I actually remember wanting to partner with Machinima because young me was like, oh hey, I can make videos, I can get big, and I get paid for it. I'll do that. I just thought I was like, oh hey, time to get big. Yes. That was one of them. From what I know, Machinima just had like I want to say Machinima was just like a company. There's like, oh hey, if you want to get big, here, partner with us. Machinima was really like awful behind the scenes though. Like I didn't know they were that bad. Like they were actually fucking scum, surprisingly. Surprisingly, I had never watched that. Oh, thanks, Sean. I just caught myself. That's 23 now. Literally, the counter is only coming in handy. Yeah, freaking, I don't remember. I want to say I know Sandy Not Included was a part that was subbed to the channel at the time, so I saw that from the description box. I only do remember the top of my head. It was Two Best Friends Play. It was Sonic for Hire, which I remember what ended, and I guess it came back. But I think the dude that did it was like Lowbrow Studio, I think that his channel name is now. And I definitely, I'm trying to remember. I know Sonic for Hire like, still came back. I just haven't like paid attention to it anymore. I just remember it coming back. I was like, oh hey, YouTube recommended it to me. Like I saw the short. I'm like, wait, why does voice acting sound familiar? And years later, I want to say not years later. I just remember like some time later, I'm like, oh, the guys that did Sonic for Hire actually brought the whole series back. So these ended it on like I would say a good note. I'm trying to remember the whole ending. It was so weird. What the fuck? I was like, I said half the word fucking there. And of course, I said the word toy. Hey, it was pretty good. I lost track and doing multiple things at once. Husky boy, I'm gonna admit, I think I was rambling so much that I think the song just kind of slipped right past me. I think like it zoned out. I am going to listen to it later though, like, no joke. I don't think I had to edit the VOD, but I'm probably gonna do something after like the stream, so probably play this again, probably listen to music also. Cause I have been in like a weird Call of Duty mood today, surprisingly. Like before stream, I was like waking up, like, oh, I gotta do things. Oh no, like I really want to listen to this band though, even more though. It's like I need to. So I apologize for having like stuff right past me. I'm usually better than that, but then again, we kind of like, you know, try to pinch what you're doing, trying to read chat more than once. It happens. Thank you for understanding, by the way. I appreciate that. When a lot of people understanding it, kind of like, you know, helped out a lot. I'm sure everyone here is always understanding, which I always appreciate.
Sage, we've come a long way, haven't we?
Wait, where's the light? There we go. That's the key though. I want the key. Okay, I solved that puzzle. But where'd the key come from? I remember that. I don't remember a key being in a whole area. I can't even think of the words now. I feel like I can. on. I almost just stopped myself. I literally stopped myself from saying what I was going to say. Okay, we got this thing here. It definitely should be upgrading too, right? Increase speed. Oh, okay. Husky boy, thank you for coming to the stream and checking in. I always appreciate it. Here we go. Go. Let's come on, wait. Where's the portal here? You know, I have an alarm set like 7:30 and I keep like checking the time right now. Like, fuck. And I just said it. Sean, when you said like 25, we're at like 26 now. I just realized that. So I mean, technically you were kind of like right on that. I was like, I mean, we'll definitely see. It was starting with 3 hours now. I honestly think I would probably hit 50 if we're being real. Like, as real as I can't even think anything. I can't make a joke at the top of my head now. I was like, I'm gonna think about a meme for a second. There's like one good Sonic meme I love. From just like the content creator. I'm like literally going to send a meme and like the Discord server too. That like makes me freaking laugh. If I say frickin', I don't think that counts. I mean, that's technically not really a curse word. That's just like the PG of the word. I almost just slipped that. We would have been at like 27 because I literally had that almost in my mouth. No, go back. I'm like, no. I'm gonna have to like replay these stages and go for red rings. Oh, made it. Okay. Oh, hey, I got 3 out of 4 keys here. Cool. I'm going to turn the browser audio off just in case something doesn't play. Go time, so now it's like 7:19 over here. So in a couple minutes, I'm gonna put like the whole be right back up. I already got the title card already set, or not the title card, the BRB card, I guess you can call it, already up. So right when I swap to the BR, like on the other scene, I already had that card up, so I'm gonna go like, oh, I gotta set this card up. What I'm trying to do with my whole like, oh, I gotta do it to be right back, or oh, I had the whole putting the cards up. I just have like the card already set to go. So like, I guess save time, I guess. And then go, oh, I gotta set the card up and do it right in front of you guys. So it's like, oh, you know. I remember when I first started streaming and I had to like, didn't have a stream deck yet. I remember, oh, hey, I gotta like, you know, swap over to the start screen. Which I have like, I think start scene? I think I have it in OBS. Which is like the whole beginning of the stream. I had to change the title card right in front of everything. I mean, kind of, in all retrospect, for me, it's like, oh, it's kind of cool. It's like, you guys can see what's going on behind the scenes stuff. Because there are definitely times where I did show things behind the scenes too. Because I was dumb and tried to do things before stream, or I kind of just forgot. So I was like so hyped to like stream and try to be on time. There are times where I have streamed, like, you know, during the beginning I was playing other games, and I was like really happy to like get a stream started. I was like, you know, I was growing a bit. I was like kind of happy of it. Like, oh hey, I'm growing, the, you know, channel's going. And I just remember always being like, I have to like make the stream happen. I got to make it happen. Like, I was fucking excited. So I was so impatient and I just cursed. I just like literally was like, oh, I need a stream. I can't wait to stream. Like, I wouldn't say I remember my times exactly. I wasn't always like, oh, 1 o'clock every single day. Or when I first started streaming, it was always like, day off I have from work, it was always 11, 12 the latest. Or if I had to work and I was getting off a certain time, because usually I'm out in the afternoon at my work now. Like, I remember, oh, if I'm getting at 7 or at 5, oh, stream at like 7 or 6, go for 2 hours. And of course, eventually, it's like, I'm starting to like burn myself out a bit. Or it's like, oh, I just stream at like, you know, 11 on my days off. Then of course, move the time over to a different time. I didn't fucking see that. And of course, here we are, 28, and I already got a death count. Yeah, 'cause I remember wanting to be consistent with my time. Even though, like, you know, I started taking the time off for my, I was always streaming 4 days in a row. It was always 11. And I think what my times were going for now, I still try to be consistent. It's always all, you know, 1 o'clock at, you know, for a stream on this and this day. And my days were consistent too. But now it's like, these days, like, okay, my times are definitely out of whack. Just so I can get my eating habit and I can my stream, you know, my sleep pattern good to normal. Because I'll admit the consistency on, like, you know, it's every time going to be the same. I would say did kind of take a toll on me, to tell you the truth. And I'm trying not to think like that. So I definitely, like, you know, stream times will be out of whack for, you know, get myself back into shape in a way. Well, I am doing a really good though. But consisting with the times definitely be a little odd. Which I'll still give a heads up and when things are going to be though. So I feel like it should be like that. I mean, I don't want to be like that person, be like, oh, well, I'm going to stream tomorrow, guys. I don't really know when the time is. It's just, and dying, death. what I was gonna say now, like that alarm's gonna go off real fast. I can. It's like 7:24. So I might have to pull the. Be right back. If I curse and I'm not able to add a counter, will add it right when I get back. Long say, just remind me. Hold on. Oh, my reminder's going off. I will be right back. Oh, okay. I am back. Whew. So I'm out of breath. I just to go down 3 flights of stairs, and they take the fucking breath right out of you. Uh, Adding that to the counter. I already added it. And of course, well, how I said that F-bomb though. I'm gonna say if I ever say certain wording like how I said that word, you can definitely tell. I know I said it on purpose. How to say this? Add character, I guess. I guess you can say. So I'm one of those people where it's like, I know, I'll say things a certain way. I have made people laugh the way I say things too. They're like, you just said that like that. Sometimes when I'm talking like my buddy Entropy, and I'll probably say like a curse word sometimes in such a weird way that he'll laugh, but like, you just said it like that, and he kind of just like laughing his ass off. So I knew it for like humor, in all honesty. But there's times where he's like baffled, I say something like so random that he just can't really process what he said. And it's like, it's kind of hysterical actually. But if I did not stream, you're probably trying way too hard. I'm known for being way too serious, so. Where'd you go? Oh, you. Okay. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? The fuck you gonna do? Add it to the counter. And a 30 now. I feel like I'm just gonna be cursing now. I think I just stopped caring about my cursing now. I'm just gonna drop it. I feel like this one, I feel like I've gotten to the point where it's like, how to say this? I know I'm dropping the F-bomb a lot now, like I don't really care. Now it's like, how to say this? I passed that, like, how to say it's free candy, I guess you can say. Cause it, you know, I say a lot. But I remember this one time, I still will never forget this. Like, how to say this? I don't remember much of my streams what I say half the time or what went on. I will always say, I remember there's times of my old streams from where I began and how some streams I definitely feel like they made an impact or on me in a way, I guess, by how I guess I was starting out as. So I always will say when I first started streaming, try not to curse much. They always will remember this too. It's still in my head. Was when I actually think I first started cursing on stream. Where I actually got angry at a game. And I just started like, feel like, fuck it, no filter. I don't care. I'm only gonna curse. I'm adding that. There. Which, I'll be honest, I kind of like not having a filter or anything on stream. To be honest, if you ask me, if you're like one of those people where it's like you don't curse or you act a certain way, it's like you're acting so hard, or it's like, okay, like I understand you want to act a certain way on, you know, like, oh, you want to, you know, act a certain way because you want to perceive a certain way, but it's like it seems so fake, you know. Oh, that's just me. I'm just one of those people where it's like, I don't want to play like an act on stream for whatever reason. I just want to be me. But again, I think I had talked Entropy. I think we're talking about VTubers. It's like how some of them do play like a character, which I feel like if VTubers that do that, like, oh, do you have a character backstory, like the character, like they're playing a character. Which I'll be honest, the people that do that, I give props because it's like, how can you do that? If I were to do that, which I had like my own thoughts off stream, where it's like the about me on like my Twitch page, for example. I kind of wanted to change that to like, you know, my backstory, my persona. If I ever like, if I do finish it, or I remember going to, would I change that? But then again, it's like I'm always just looking at others, like how other people do it. But I'm probably never going to, because, you know, I've been streaming for what seems feel so long now. Even though it doesn't feel like that, you know, it's like a year. I feel like changing it would just bring a couple like issues on my end. But I feel like just being me and keeping how the streams are, how my mouth is, how I am in general is good. And I'm pretty sure all you guys like how I am, like, you know, like I'm honest with you guys. I just say it how it is. Like I don't even really care what happens. I say you're just kind of glad of like, hey, I'm like literally me. Which a streamer should be, by the way, if they ask me. Which was what I wanted to do since the start. If you're just playing an act, you're just not happy. It's like, what's the point? I don't see a point in it. Or it's like, oh, you want to get into streaming. You're like, oh, what should I... So I've seen YouTubers, like other streamers, say, oh, you know, ask other streamers, like, oh, hey, I want to start streaming like you. What should I start with? Or what should I do? And you'll always say, yeah, just do what you want. Like, don't feel like you have to do a trend. And that is what we don't do here. I do whatever I want on stream. I talk however I want. There's going to be fucking people that will get pissed when I don't stream, what I do and don't. But at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun, and that is that. And I had someone who did try to push the envelope a little bit. And I will admit that kind of annoyed me. Oh, okay, wait, take that back. But now I just feel like I just rambled a bit now. Still, it's truth coming from me, by the way. So, yeah. So there's are there any portals I can go to? I gotta work on some of them though. I might just do some. Okay, I might just go to an old portal now. I might. And you collect bolts, but then again, you could solve some puzzles and stuff. I might, because I feel like I don't solve puzzles. I'm like kind of the map void fleshed out. Part of me wants to. Streaming's been live for like an hour and 32 minutes. Holy shit. I'll be honest. I'll be like 100% fucking honest. I kind of don't pay attention how long I've been streaming for at the time. So I feel like I'm kind of like panicked a bit. It's like, oh, did I stream for this long? Did I stream for this long? Because, you know, I think I said, I feel like I'm turning on same ground again. So I probably am repeating myself. But if it's, I rather like do a 2-hour stream or 3-hour stream possible. I feel like that's enough. I really feel like I'm turning on same ground. it's like when you check out how long you've been live for, like the whole time. It's like, oh hey, I only streamed for like an hour. That's not enough. I want to go 2 because I feel like that's good for a stream. But it's like what I used to do back then. I'll admit this, when I was kind of like forcing myself to stream and my health was going downhill, I would check how long the stream's been up for and checking everything. And I'll be like checking the time, like, oh, I haven't been streaming for this long. Because I'll admit to you guys, I'll admit there are times where like I couldn't take days off, and I could tell myself I gotta stream, and I wanted to make sure I pump out like a 2-hour stream. I didn't feel like I didn't do 2 hours enough, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, I didn't do a good stream or whatever. I'll like put myself down because of it. I'm trying so not to pay attention to it because that would probably put pressure on me a bit. Because, you know, I'll admit, when I was having the difficulties, I kept seeing as if I don't stream, I don't have an excuse, or insert whatever reason. A lot of things I felt like work. And I'm trying to not think that. Like, I'll admit to you guys right now, when everything was going haywire, everything felt like work to me. Like, oh, you know, oh, you got that game you want to play? Oh, you gotta make sure you go, you know, pick it up and not take a break from it. Like, everything felt like that. That's all I'm also trying to work on now. It was like, oh, the whole fun was sucked out. Yeah. But now I just feel like I'm just rambling now. I apologize. I apologize. I'm just like rambling. A lot of truth is being said now, by the way. Whole lot of truth. I apologize for talking like this weird topic with you guys, but a part of me does feel like you guys actually should know instead of like hiding it. Hopefully you guys understand what was going on. I literally just kept hiding what was going on. Now, why is this frame rate so bad? Oh my god. Hello? Hello? Oh my, why? Oh my god, I can see everything chugging. What? Hello? 14 frames? Hello? Hello? Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. Why? What? Hello? What resource are you taking? Oh. Oh damn. Hold on. I'm okay. I am dumb. I should have turned some things off. Okay, now the frame rate's back up. I forgot to turn something off. I was taking all my resources on that one. So, should be back now. Here we go. We're going. I just freaking did not see that. I want that red ring. I want the red ring. But can I have it? Red ring's like actually important in this game now. Well, I think I'm gonna say like Generations had the red rings. That I do know, but I was like, oh hey, just for unlocking stuff and stuff like that. Which I love Generations. I really think that game was great. even better on PC, in my opinion, for mods. And I said it. I said the word. I'm 32 now. I just lost track what I was gonna say now. What I was gonna say just slipped right past me. Remember one generation how on freaking PC was like better because mod support. And I forgot what I was gonna say after that. But I guess to add to like the whole generations, I want to say on Steam it's like not Steam Deck verified. I think it's like not supported. I can say it is. Well, not gonna say. Correction. I can say it works on Steam Deck. But of course, with Steam Deck, oh, you have to like, how was that? I think Proton GE you get to use because you know Steam Deck runs on Linux. Which Linux is a whole different story. I never used Linux, but for someone who actually has a Steam Deck, yeah, it's a little difficult to understand. But I only use it for, you know, playing PC games and emulators and you know, old school games. I won't say a lot of PS2 games, a lot of like old games I'm getting into. Like, I usually, I've been playing a lot of the old wrestling games on top of that. Well, you know, like I said, oh, AEW's, you know, fight for plans, like I said earlier, but like AEW is coming out. I've been playing a lot of the old wrestling games. And this one man who I actually love, like I love what he's doing. If I was big, I would give the man a shout out. But you know, I'm small right now. I'm like way too small. But all I can say is like, if you're like me, you really have like loved the old wrestling games, like you know, like PS2 and you know, some earlier games around that time. One guy, I think it's like named Scott J. I think his YouTube channel is Scott J01. I think his YouTube channel is, who's taken the games and making like putting wrestlers back in that were cut and just adding like a bunch of new stuff in there and calling like, oh yeah, this game's like, you know, the definitive edition. Which I wouldn't mind ever like playing on stream, but it's like I would need like friends who are similar to this. Because like one I want to say this one streaming channel, I think it was like 4 of them, and now Live I think their channel is, who plays one of the games, and they put that dude on the map in my eyes. I remember like seeing or playing the game. I think I was watching their 2006 back on Raw 2006. And I just remember watching, like, oh yeah, they just said, like, oh yeah, they're, you know, playing 2006 Definitive Edition. And I just remember seeing when it come out, you know, when the rest was out, once it was added to a later game, and I was seeing it, I'm like, no fucking way. Of course, I was just like, no way. They had this, like, they put this character in this who was in the game, like, I want to say the game after it came out. I was blown away. I have the whole Definitive Edition too. When I started paying for Scott's Patreon, I afterwards like messaged him like, oh hey, can I get like the download for, you know, SVR 2006 Definitive Edition? I have a few. I know one of them's coming. I want to say another one I know is coming out. Now it's like Day of Reckoning 2 for the GameCube Definitive Edition. I think he announced that in July. Well, I know he's going for surgery too. I want to see, I think it's like this month or next month. And as someone who's actually playing the old games too now, like, I'm playing through the original Day of Reckoning. A great game, by the way. Great game. Well, I have gotten pretty annoyed with that game right as of late. Because I absolutely hate button mashing as of like late. Increase my speed. I was like, maybe if I was like, I'm gonna say, if I do the AEW stream, I'm definitely going to. I wouldn't mind ever like adding the old wrestling games like a playthrough if anyone will be interested in that. Because I wouldn't mind ever, like, how do I say this? It's a weird idea I had back in the day. I want to say maybe like 16, 17-year-old Matt, well, you know, was no, I think I was like 16, 15. I'm trying to remember. Because I think I was a sophomore in high school at the time. I remember going to this like store around, like in a mall near me. The store is still around, funny thing. That had like, a bunch of old consoles. From Dreamcast to Genesis. And I was getting into the retro stuff. Like I already knew about like, you know, the emulators and the games, but having the consoles, I was like astounded by. And I remember saying like, oh, I wouldn't mind ever like making YouTube videos and like literally say like, oh, you know, like do like, you know, make like a 10-minute, 20-minute video of just playing a bunch of these like games. I remember the idea I had in mind. The idea, I was like, I had a title in mind for that idea, which maybe I might bring the idea to life, I guess, if you guys are interested, because I wouldn't mind doing it for like a stream. We have like a kind of series, I guess, is what I had in mind. My series in mind, like I had, was like retro days, where I just like, oh, you know, play a game for a whole video and stuff like that. I forgot how I got the idea too. So, I would say, what would you guys like? What would you think of like having that idea, you know, happen? Sean, were you like interested if I ever done that, or like we could just like you guys can like I guess see the games I play and go with like how to say this? I wouldn't mind having like a nostalgia playthrough with like with streams. Oh, what I have in mind for an idea. So I'm gonna say I'm doing like so. Oh, what I want to do for an idea, I wanted to do YouTube years ago, and I had an idea for like YouTube videos back then. Was playing a bunch of like console games. I forgot who gave me the idea. I remember it being a thing. Was retro days where it's like, oh, I play a bunch of retro games. And I was thinking, I'm like, what would you guys think if I ever done like a stream where it's like I play a bunch of retro games, so I can say like, how to say this? Well, you know, a stream where it's like nostalgia does hit us, because I don't mind ever having like a nostalgia time. Like, say I sit on stream where it's like a game I never finished or I want to go back to. I can like, say we all play the game, like I can, oh, doing kind of awesome. Like we could just like say I'm gonna say something like in my generation, for example. Like let's say we play this like obscure game or a lot of people have played, and we just sit here and have like nostalgia happen. And like for me, it's like if I do the AEW wrestling, if I do AEW, you know, I want to say Fight Forever stream, which I'm going to do, I wouldn't mind doing more wrestling games, which more feels to like more games I could guess like I could talk about nostalgia with. Yes, I am going to. I have been thinking about that. I had one game in mind so much, but I've been taking breaks with the streams way too much. That is going to happen. I want to say I should have a. I want to say I think I have the what I call it, channel for Roblox games. You know, like I'm trying to think. I'm not sure about stream. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure about stream tomorrow. I'm not really sure on that one. I'm going to think about that because a part of me thinks like, oh, should I sit back tomorrow or should I stream tomorrow? I'm gonna like plan a lot of things out. I just know I gotta work fucking Friday. My work is throwing me in Friday, which is awesome. Well, I'm trying to think this whole idea now. I still have that in my head. That is still on my mind. I haven't forgotten about that. I kept saying to myself, I gotta watch that, I gotta watch that. Oh, I didn't know I said that. Right. I'm just gonna, like, shit. Right to one, like, 149 the freaking time. Holy shit. And I stream, like, for fucking 10 more minutes and I just said it again. I'm, like, looking at the time, like, actual time, not the stream, live time. Which I'm gonna try to, like, aim to, like, 2 hours exactly. Makes me happy if I stream for, like, exactly 2 hours. I don't know why. I like when those people be exact. I'm just gonna save here and just. I might as well give the update while I'm here and everything. And I haven't really used the whole background of mine now. Since we're at like 10 minutes anyway, I might as well just, sit back and chat. Let me put everything out. For 10 minutes, I'm not gonna be able to do much. I'm gonna keep the counter up too while I'm at it. Controller! I didn't mean to fucking. I said it. Controller here. Where's my background? Where is it? I wait. Oh, did I do something here? Okay, maybe I didn't. I am gonna start playing the streams out, so I guess I can say I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this now. I haven't used this background so long. You can literally just, like, see the X there, and I'm trying to, like, get that out of there and pretend like it's not a thing. But it's there. Not even gonna hide it. Okay, so yeah, those two things are still I definitely gotta do. Because I'm going back to extreme like 3 times a day. Oh, how? I guess I can. I was like, I think I can relate to that. I mean, there's times where I got in trouble, but again, my mouth mostly got in trouble. But then again, I mean, all I can say is doing that. To tell you the truth, I'm gonna fucking. I just cursed. I know the whole school system, what the whole fights is annoyance. I can speak from truth on my end, but it's annoying. It flies by, Sean, 100%. Like, it flies by real fast. Cause I'm like 27. I remember being young, playing Sonic Adventure 2 all day, and now I'm like 27. Like, oh, I gotta go to work. I have facial hair, and I do a lot of things. You'll be shocked. All I'm gonna say is, like, always enjoy the time. Because when, of course, my dad says to me, "Oh yeah, when you're 50, you don't realize that your life flew by." They're like, thanks, I already know I'm like 27. I still remember like growing up and being a little brat I was. Again, I'm trying to think. I think I got to 360. I think was I want to say 20. I want to say I'm trying to think. Was it 08 or was it 09? I'm trying to remember. So I remember the 360 came out when my older brother actually was. I think I was like fifth grade. I think when my the 360 was thing. Because I remember my brother coming back from his work and just showed COD 4. And I of course like I remember saying like, oh hey, I said hey so and so. I'm not gonna say my brother's name. I'm not gonna like say it. I'm just like, oh hey, brother. I'm gonna say, or hey bro. You know talk like that. I was like, hey bro, can I use your Xbox? Then 100 times where it's key left. And I'm like, oh dear God, he's gone. I'm gonna go back on. I'm gonna go play 360. My fucking mic just disconnected. And my mic is having issue. I can hear it disconnecting. And I just cursed. Okay, what was I gonna say? I might stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. I will post an update tomorrow about it. So I'm debating, should I take it to relax or should I take it to stream? I am mixed on it. So I definitely want to try to stream. But I definitely might chill back. If I do a stream, everything might be out of whack. So I want to give a heads up. I'll probably do Roblox next weekend. That's probably what I'm going to do. I haven't played it in so long. Even off, I sometimes play it off stream. But I haven't, surprisingly. I want to say, oh, I want to say, oh, it's because I lost interest. Like, I just been caught up with everything else, surprisingly. But I do want to play it at times. But it's like, playing alone or playing games in general alone doesn't be as fun. So I mean, playing Roblox on stream is definitely fun with a lot of people. And everything people I say, oh, try this, try that. I don't know how you guys can find it. Like, I could sit back trying to do research, try to do research, see what game I want to try myself. But like, oh, this isn't good enough, or oh, it doesn't pique my interest. I have said it so many times. Like, how do you guys find these great games? Like, I'm jealous as hell. Now a minute. All right. I'm going to end the stream here. But yeah, I will post the update probably tomorrow on what it is. So either it's gonna be like I want to say watching something. That's probably what I might do. Oh yeah, I should. I have a whole what do I call it? I have a mod where the game looks good too. I can't think. I think Optifine. Like, I gotta make sure frame rate is good because it's annoying when the frame rate ain't good. That's why I used the whole Java though. Bedrock isn't bad, but I'm pretty sure if like do a whole stream with you guys, it's like, oh hey, why not? I'll do Bedrock. But if you guys want to do a modded thing, hey, I can have like a Java server up. But since I think I bought Minecraft for Java, I think they give you Bedrock to go with it. So it's like, having the options isn't too bad. At least I have both. So it's like, oh hey, I can't do a stream with everyone. Yeah, I know, but it's like, at least I have it. So it's like, if you guys want to play, at least I don't have to be like, oh, I gotta like leave you guys out or something. So for me, it at least makes wanting to stream it with someone else easier because I mean, if like it's like having one version of a game. It's like, oh, if I didn't have Bedrock and you did, it's like, oh, I gotta go buy it. It's like I have both, so it's like, so you can say, oh, I have one version. Like Sean, you have Bedrock. I have Bedrock and Java. At least I can actually make that work. 'Cause I have Bedrock too. So I mean, it's not like, oh, hey, I gotta go buy Bedrock for this and that reason. So it's a positive, which is a good thing. Yeah, I don't mind. I got to plan everything out. I was going to update. I was going to post a schedule, but I had Entropy kind of like say. I want to say. I'm trying to think how he said. What the whole when Entropy did say to me, like, asked him about his schedule, got his opinion. He said that's a good idea and it's a bad idea. And he has said, what if you had those people in your chat that like, and he said, I know I'm not gonna. And he's like, I think to quote him, he's like, and your chat's not really like that, but it's like, what if you had those people that were like, that feel like you made a promise, but you broke it? Because he pays attention, my buddy Logan stream. And Entropy can't say he had those people that just bothered, like, my buddy Logan with a lot of things. Which, as a streamer, you're gonna get those people that just want you to play this or have to get attention. Which is why I say I'm really glad you guys are understanding. I had that one person that just annoyed the fuck out of me, and I don't want to do that again. I don't have the counter on freaking the whole screen here, but that's like 39 now. But yeah, update tomorrow. I will post the stream, the updates, and I'm going to post it on Twitter because some people are not in the Discord and I have the Twitter. So yeah. And that will be, yeah, 29. I just add it to the stream deck, so I see it on my end. Alright, that's the stream for today, guys. Yeah, literally. I was passing it out, it has, like, no meaning. It, like I said, it's not even a curse word anymore when it comes to me. It's just normal. Alright, thank you guys for coming to this stream, and, definitely. Sorry for a short stream, but, yeah. I will post the update on the stream tomorrow if I do one. And, yeah. You guys have a great day, night, whatever time zone you guys are in, and this is Matt, and I'm gonna start saying my name. I'm gonna start saying my first name more. So, yeah. This is Matt, and